This is Gene Key, Skyserve, Texas News.
In our Texas News follow-up, more than 400,000 Texas children are about to get bad news for Christmas. Along with greeting cards and gifts sent by relatives, they'll find a letter in the mailbox December 22nd saying Texas and the U.S. have canceled their health coverage. The children will lose coverage February 1st if Congress doesn't act in the next few days to renew money for the $15 billion Children Health Insurance Program, or CHIP. Children left injured or without homes after the Houston area flooded were fast-tracked for health care and medical coverage. Now they risk losing that coverage as well. Texas doctors and hospitals, in a group letter, warned that suddenly shifting this many children to find other coverage under the Affordable Care Act is both complicated and risky. Many children would probably go without medicines or treatments for a month or more during the changeover in coverage, and some would not qualify for subsidized ACA coverage at all. In Texas health news, Texans are falling behind the rest of the country in getting vaccinated against the most common sexually transmitted infection, the human papillomavirus, making them more vulnerable to several types of cancer, according to a study released Wednesday by the University of Texas System Office of Health Affairs. The report shows just 39.7% of women and 26.5% of men in Texas between the ages of 13 and 17 were up to date with the vaccines in 2016. Only Wyoming, Mississippi, South Carolina, and Utah have lower vaccination rates. About 90% of men and 85% of women in the United States will contract HPV at some point in their lives. In Texas travel news, if you're traveling over the Christmas holidays and flying on American Airlines, you might check to see if your flight is operating before you leave for that trip. Fort Worth-based American Airlines is scrambling to find pilots for thousands of flights over the upcoming holiday season after a glitch hit the company's scheduling system. The Allied Pilots Association, which represents about 15,000 American airline pilots, says they were notified by airline management of significant holes in the schedule due to a failure with the pilot scheduling bidding system. A spokesman for the airline said on Wednesday that they expect to avoid canceling flights by paying overtime and using reserve pilots. American isn't saying how many flights are affected, but the pilots union, which isn't happy with how the company is handling the situation, says that about 15,000 flights were without a captain, co-pilot, or both.
This is Gene Key reminding you to visit us on YouTube, Facebook, or Tumblr at Skyserve News Service.